Saudi consul fired and placed under investigation after he is recorded saying, "Do this outside, you're going to get me in trouble," during torture of journalist.
Here's a summary of the article.
Saudi Arabia's consul general in Istanbul was sacked today and placed under investigation over the alleged torture and murder of a dissident journalist. Mr. Al-Otaibi is said to have been recorded in a 7-minute audio clip during the alleged torture of Mr. Khashoggi, saying, "Do this outside, you're going to get me in trouble." Turkish investigators today entered the Saudi consul's Istanbul residence as part of the investigation. Saudi Arabia is a key ally of the West, and Donald Trump last night said it was being treated as guilty until proven innocent, likening claims that senior Saudi figures were involved to the sex assault allegations against new Supreme Court Judge Brett Kavanaugh. "We remain very troubled by the disappearance of prominent Saudi journalist Jamal Khashoggi. Britain's relationship with Riyadh came under fresh scrutiny, with a report claiming the RAF has been training Saudi Air Force crew over the past 4 years as part of a secret deal." Turkish newspaper Yeni Safak claimed Saudi Consul General Muhammad al-Otaibi could be heard on an unreleased audio tape, telling the journalist's alleged torturers, "Do this outside, you're going to get me in trouble."
This post received a score of 56,328, with an upvote ratio of 94%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
Brutal details in this story. After he was shown into the office of the Saudi consul, Mohammed al-Otaibi, the agents seized Mr. Khashoggi almost immediately and began to beat and torture him, eventually cutting off his fingers, the senior Turkish official said.
"I didn't see this in the article. Where is this from?"
He got 100 million for that meeting. As did Ivanka when she went to Saudi Arabia.
Are you referring to the dead man?
I guess he was right.
"I fucking told you so." His text in the Saudi consul group chat.
"I fucking told us so."
Get 2 birds stoned at once.
How much does a life cost?
Depends. Wanna buy some missiles?
Sad but true.
And that's why the US government doesn't want to piss off one of its best customer.
And then once they're sold, we have to dump a bunch more money into defense in case those Saudis get any funny ideas. Then we need to sell those new missiles to fund it. Who the fuck came up with this business idea?
The people who make missiles?
Subcontractors hires lobbyist. The lobbyists gives monies to Congress for campaigns so they can has more power. Congress buys more missiles from subcontractors. Congress says, "What do with missiles?" Saudi Arabia says, "Can I has missiles?" US says, "You has monies?" Yes. Then, you can has missiles.
The audio recording allegedly captures the Washington Post columnist screams as he was dismembered. Jesus fucking Christ. Face with open mouth, worried face.
He was alive. What the actual fuck is wrong with these people? The murder was bad enough, the torture makes it much worse, but they dismembered him while he was alive. Edit, it's been pointed out that I might be mistaken and that they cut off his fingers, injected him, then cut off his head. I thought that the headphones were for the screaming. It's still very fucked up, but I'm not trying to spread misinformation. This doesn't quite make sense with relation to the article and previous comment though. They are the Islamic State with Lamborghinis.
Yup. They're like the mafia compared to ISIS as the cartels. They're just as brutal, but prefer to do their shady shit behind the scenes, and are more high class. They also extort for protection, except it's spiritual protection in the form of Salafism, which they send across the Islamic world so they can increase their influence.
Minus the very obvious genocide in Yemen, of course.
It's only genocide if the media covers it. I am pretty sure they have significant portfolio spreads in US media.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smry.com, without any human intervention.